Welcome to today's class of Big History Project, Unit 4, Earth in the Solar System. In our previous classes, we understood how the planets were formed, what is an accretion disk, and also the layers of the Earth. In today's class, we will be understanding about the crust more. We understood that there are plate tectonics, and the movement of the tectonic plates results in the formation of new lands. Let us go into some thinking process so that we understand what is geology and the principles of geology laid by Charles Lyell. You can see two maps on your screen. One is the Mauryan Empire map of India and the other is today's India map with international land borders. There is a question on your screen. What are the causes for the difference in the map? What are the causes for the difference in the map? Though both maps belong to India, you can clearly see the international borders are completely different and also the structure of the map. So why is there a difference? Your answer should start with the Indian boundaries changed because. So start your answer with this, pause the video and list out the reasons. I'm sure you would be able to list out at least four reasons since you have studied history in your grade 7. Once you are done with this, go to the next slide. Here you can see a river bend. If you see the structure of this river bend, there is rock. This river bend is surrounded by rock, and there is a rock in the center which makes us feel like an island. You also can see two inlets of water into it. Here is a question where you have to think and deep dig into your memories or your experiences or any of your previous knowledge. What caused this? Your answer should start with I think this river bend was formed. So you can give a date, you can give the reasons. Choice is yours. Pause the video, answer. I'm sure at least you will write 2 points for this. And then let's go ahead. Here are some pictures. There is a hurricane. Here is a flood. Picture of tornado, volcano, tsunami, and an earthquake. Rapid changes to Earth's surface. So all these natural calamities affect the Earth's surface. They leave the Earth's surface in a devastated state at many times. Now, here is a question for you. How would have these impacted the Earth's surface in the past? So the question is, how would have these impacted the Earth's surface in the past? So your answer should start with I think a hurricane, I think a flood. So give reasons for all of the six natural calamities. Charles Lyell 1797 to 1875 was a British lawyer and the foremost geologist of his day. He is best known as the author of Principles of Geology. It popularized geologist James Hutton's concept of uniformitarianism, the idea that the Earth was shaped by slow-moving forces is still in operation today. Uniformitarian ideas oppose the common belief among many geologists that unique catastrophes or supernatural events like the biblical floods in the story of Noah or the building of bridge by Rama, according to the mythologies, shape the Earth's surface. The motto of uniformitarianism was "The present is the key to the past". Lyell's friend Charles Darwin took the idea and extended it to biology. According to Charles Darwin, this book altered the whole tone of one's mind when seeing a thing never seen by Lyell. One yet saw it partially through his eyes. We can also understand Charles Darwin's theory of how the universe or how the life has come into existence or evolved He first described that man was walking on four limbs, and then slowly and gradually, according to the need, man started walking on two limbs. So Charles Darwin's theories of were also very good. Uniformitarianism is a geological theory that describes the process shaping the Earth and the universe. It states that changes in the Earth's crust throughout history have resulted from the action of uniform, continuous processes that are still occurring today. The rain from a storm slowly erodes the soil, wind moves sand in the Sahara Desert, floods change the course of a river, volcano eruptions and earthquakes suddenly displace land masses, and in what occurs today, uniformitarianism unlocks the keys to the past and the future. This is the book written by Charles Lyell, Principles of Geology. It is in three volumes, Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. You will be reading the experts from this book in your article of PhD today, and we will be discussing details. Here on your screen are coins from different ages. When you see the coins, you can easily understand that the people had various professions during their period. They were practicing, they believe their belief system, the age of the coin, the metal or the alloys used in this to manufacture these coins. Understanding the metallurgy is very important. For a geologist or a historian, he has to deep dig into physics, mathematics, chemistry, zoology, biology, anthropology, and various other subjects. Is it possible for one person to deep dig into so many subjects? Do you think so? I don't think so. So, a historian or a geologist need the help of various subject experts. In Lely's work, he described the three rules he believed to cause the steady change of the earth. The first rule is that geologic change comes from the slow and continual procedures that have been happening over a long period of time. This rule is the basic ideal of uniformitarianism. The second rule is that all the forces that affect the geology of the earth comes from the earth. The third rule is that celestial cycles do not impact the patterns of the earth's geologic record. Rule 2 and Rule 3 go together because Lay thought that only forces on the earth cause changes to earth's geology. The present is the key to the past. The Himalayan mountain ranges and Tibetan Plateau have formed as a result of the collision between the Indian plate and Eurasian plate, which began 50 million years ago and continues today. 225 million years ago, India was a large island situated off the Australian coast and separated from Asia by the Thetis Ocean. Soil erosion refers to the wearing away of a field's topsoil by the natural physical forces like water and wind. Major causes of soil erosion in India are overcultivation, overgrazing, and deforestation. In the coastal areas, sea waves, tidal waves, and tsunamis dash along the coast and cause heavy damage to soil. Volcanic activity is another constructive factor in the formation of landforms. New land masses such as plateaus, rocks, and islands are formed once the lava cools. Read, reread the article, and come to the Google Meet for a discussion. Happy reading and understanding.